Johnny Tacknell holds the ball aloft. I was just out there listening to Ray Robinson. No talk. He said the players are going to talk more. Away to you, Cookie.
And as the umpire bounces it down to the centre for the start of the second quarter, Robinson it is who gets the hit down, but it spills free of players. Picked up here by Dale Morrison of the Thompson side. He's claimed in the tackle. He can't get rid of it. Umpires it spilled free. Umpires said holding the ball. A free kick going to go here. And here he is again, Marty Iannelli, picking up his umpteenth kick. He kicks the ball. And who do you think he's found? Who do you think he's found at half forward? It's Frankie. Frankie Iannelli with the ball at half forward. Fires it into centre half forward. That's better positioning. Player couldn't hold the mark there. Coming out might have been Willett. Hand pass comes back from Dale Morrison of Thompson into trouble. Sold his teammate into trouble. Here comes Glenn Menzies. Picks it up. The big up and under. You've got time to light a cigarette with this one. Up it goes. Thumped away from Backwell. Away goes Filer again. He thumped it twice that time. In the centre wing position. Little hand pass comes across. It was a good one from Whiffen. Found his teammate, but it's stolen away by Iannelli. Claimed high on the tackle. Play on the call. He handballs towards the boundary line. And the second quarter started as the first fast and furious run.
Yes, certainly has, David, and it's great football here from both sides, keeping umpires right on their toes as we wait on the boundary umpire, Diane Morrison, to bring the ball back into play. It's right on centre wing here, member side of Godfrey Street, a picturesque oval here this afternoon. There's great football being played on it as well, as we see Ian Evans, the big ruckman, kick quickly up to the centre of the ground, and advantages paid as well. As we see breaking clear was Richards. Thompson have made a change. Chris Richards on the ground now, kicks to half forward. Pack of players, as we see that umpire has penalised Johnny Demopoulos for holding the leather, and I think you'll find that Ian Ferguson, the fullback, will get the free kick.
Well, Demopoulos got a free kick the other end of the ground recently for the same thing, for the opposition player laying on the ball, not knocking it out, and this time it's gone against him. Consistent umpiring.
Good umpiring.
We like it as Ferguson at fullback. Actually, he's further out than that. He's probably out towards halfback. Kicks the ball just short of centre wing, far side of the ground. Up they go. A mark taken here. Is it taken, Rod?
Yes,
Might be a good mark here. The big fella going
Mickey
back.
Follett.
Mickey Follett, it looks like, with the tattoos gleaming in the sunshine. Way out there, short of centre wing, far side of the ground. Didn't have a lot to do in the first quarter, McFarlane. No one leading, nowhere to... They're all standing around their hands on the hips. No wonder Ray Robinson was unhappy as Filer kicks the ball now towards half forward. Just has to kick to the pack, and up goes Menzies. Takes the mark, plays on immediately. Hand pass. No, he got the bounce. One bounce. Kicks on the right foot. Wasn't a particularly good kick. He's looking out here for his teammate in Whiffen. Whiffen gathers at centre wing. Dummies around Iannelli. Did it beautifully, did Whiffen. Straightens up on the right foot. Goes to half forward, and he's found his teammate here, and he takes the mark. Mickey Gann. Hand pass across the top. Goes to Withers. Withers gives it across. Here comes Nankervis. Nankervis goes back. 3 goals, Terry Nankervis. And great play by Thompson.
Yeah, great football. And Cookie, sorry to correct you, but breaking through there at centre half back, it was the dashing ruck rover in Timmy Gardner who set that football up.
I thought he was going a bit quick for Glenn Menzies.
Anyway, great goal for the Tigers. That moves them to 6-3 now, 39 points. They lead the Leigh District side 4 straight goals, 24, 15 points in it. And we've been travelling 3.5 minutes of this second quarter. Paddy, brought to you by the Geelong Football Umpires League.
Well, Shane Grabs has told me they're a much improved side, and I think he was telling me the truth for the first time in his life, Ron. They look very good going down the ground there. That's the best bit of play we've seen for the day. And a lovely goal kicked by Nankervis. He kicked 3, and we're only 5 minutes into the second quarter.
Umpire Damien McKinnon now puts the ball to ground. Good bounce. Robinson thumps it 20 metres to centre half forward. Overrunning the football was Jaron. This allows now the Tigers to break clear. That man again, I think you'll find that was number 7 in Chris Gardner, but his kick was well marked there, and I think you'll find that was De Francisco. Kicks long up to half forward, but the big fella, the fullback, Binstead, breaks clear, goes wide to the outer side of the ground, and I think you'll find he found Nankervis.
And Nankervis kicked 3 goals, takes his kick short of half back, kicks to it towards Webster. Up the little fella, can't hold the mark. It's knocked away from him just at the last minute. Back in they go. He's got support from Withers. Got the hand pass back to Webster. Out wide it goes. Anyone a chance out there? It's all on the ball here. No one can pick it up. Nankervis is back there again, but here comes Iannelli, picks it up, has a bounce, has to, player knocked down as he was shepherding, but Iannelli kicks to centre half forward. Oh, dropped one he should have taken up there in the forward pocket. Who was that, Ron?
The Pie Trapper.
The Pie Trapper should have caught that one, but it came back here towards Frank Iannelli. They're all fumbling out here at the moment. In he goes again. Can't get a kick in, tackled as he tries to do so. Picked up by Rod Yaron, and the boy from the west goes bang, and the boy from the west has kicked it. It's a beauty. A goal, a much-needed goal to Leigh Districts, kicked by Rod Yaron, and 3YR, giving you the GDFL football for 93.
And Princess Park, Footscray versus Fitzroy, and it's all happening down there, 8-6-54 Fitzroy, and Footscray 4-6-30.
Thanks, Shane. As we see now that the Geelong Football Umpires League second quarter scoreboard moves Leigh Districts to 5 straight goals, 30 points. They trail Thompson 6-3-39. 9 points in it, Cookie, early stages of the second term.
Oh, things are lively, Ron. It's pretty warm up there, pretty warm out here. We'll need some more lemon squash before the day's out. Odds the Jest to keep the voice rolling. Back to the centre, Evans. He's going to do the ruck work against you-know-who. Sugar Ray Robertson. Bounce down, up they go. Evans wins this one. Comes to the bottom of the pack. No one gets a little kick out by Leigh District. Sends them half towards attack. Hand pass comes out wide. Running onto the football is Whiffen. And Whiffen picks it up for Thompson. He's tackled. Gets the hand pass to Webster. Webster goes back and he's got backup support here through Mickey Gann, who's come up the ground. Gann kicks long towards Ferguson. He's pulled down by Demopoulos. Over the back, a chance for Richards. Richards picks it up. Richards of Thompson kicks to the goal square. Almost a mark taken down there. He's running away from the goal. A little hand pass comes back there towards Mickey Gann. Couldn't handle it. And they're going to get out of this lead issue. The little kick finds Cations at half-back.
Yes, the scooter played on foolishly. They've lost possession again. An easy turnover for Leigh. Tigers now steady. Look there across the ground was Mark Whiffen. Good football. Finds the big arms of Demopoulos.
Johnny Demopoulos kicked 2 in the first quarter. He's within kicking distance, Ron. He's going to kick this from, well, the man on the mark standing about 3 metres inside the 50. So Johnny Demopoulos is probably going to kick it from about 51. He's going to need to get hold of it, though, because his previous kick at the other end was atrocious. And let's wait on the left footer. The big fella, Johnny Demopoulos, with the long sleeves. He must be trying to lose weight. You want to go to Jenny Craig, son, if you want to lose weight. Don't wear long sleeves on a day like this. He comes in and lays back on the left foot. It's just hooking away a little bit at the last moment. 1 point only. Johnny Demopoulos' personal tally, 2 goals, 1 in the second quarter.
Yes, we've been travelling 6 minutes to this second term here. GDFL match of the day, round 2. Geelong Football Umpires League. Second quarter scoreboard shows Thompson 6-4-40, leading Leigh Districts by 10 points, who are 5 straight goals, 30 points.
Waiting on Ian Ferguson deciding which side of the ground he's going to go. By G's been a good player for Leigh Districts over the years. Ferguson centres the ball now. Lovely kick finds Cations, dropping into the hole short of centre half back, and he takes the mark in front of his opponent there in Whiffen. Away goes Cations now, straight down the ground. That's a good place to go. He's got a lead up there. Oh, big fella went up. Robertson took the mark and didn't. Ball hits the turf. It's taken away. Might have been Gann. Kicks the ball down for Thompson. It's into the pocket. Ferguson's got to fight hard there. Demopoulos picks it up. Demopoulos goes bang, left foot goal. Johnny Demopoulos kicks his third. A beauty.
Oh, the big fella. How agile was he, Cookie? He picked it up like a little rover, pivoted, left Ian Ferguson for dead, and said, thank you very much, umpire. Here's another 6-pointer.
Thought Fergie might have slapped it towards the fence on that occasion. Failed to grab the ball. Could have played the defensive style, but Demopoulos capitalising, kicks his third, and a good duel looming down there. On the Geelong Football Umpires League scoreboard, Thompson a 7-4-46. Leigh Districts 5 goals straight, 30 points. It's 16 points the difference in the second quarter.
And don't forget that guest football is, Cookie, the best football for GDFL.
Certainly is, Ron. Umpire's got the ball back in the centre. 16 points the difference. Real good game this in perfect conditions. Down they go. Oh, the bounce was a shock. I bounced straight over the big fella Evans' head. Gardner gave it across here, and the kick comes out towards the centre wing. And here's Whiffen again. He's been lively. Takes the mark right in front of the commentary spot at centre wing. Fires it in. Lovely little kick. Only going 20 metres, but the kick was effective. And the mark's been taken here by Mickey Webster.
The dashing centreman for Tigerland now punts it high, up to half forward. Looks for the high flyers. Oh, coming across, taking a screamer.
Oh, play the mark.
Oh, umpires called play on.
And Marty Iannelli grabbed it. He said he couldn't believe it, but he grabbed it, kicked towards Frank again. Knocked away from him on this occasion at half forward. Coming in a chance for Dale Morrison of Thompson. Knocked the ball back into play. About a bounce, as said Noel Fanny, but picked up here and kicked back by Pietro Petrosa. Not far, though. Up they go towards the centre wing. Here's the chance for Webster. Claimed in the tackle. Ball held to him for mine. Umpire said holding the ball. Poor decision, umpire Tatnall.
Yes, certainly. And I've just noticed too, Cookie, that at centre half forward, Chris Richards, who took that mark, has replaced Jamie Backwell for the Tigers.
Right, Cations grabs the ball and kicks it down forward for the Leigh District side. They're at centre half forward at the moment. Player stacking on top, but big Glenn Menzies is in there throwing his weight around. So too in there was Rosano. Ashley Rosano, the back pocket player, but we're going to have a ball up centre half back with Thompson, with Leigh Districts in attack.
Haven't picked up a little error there, Cookie. I must apologise there. Jamie Backwell's still on the ground for the Tigers as we see the ball spill there from a great tackle. Dale Armstrong, I think you'll find. No, it wasn't. It was number 34, Grant Skinner for the Tigers. Really put pressure on the forwards there for Leigh Districts, forces the error, and we'll see a throw in some 60 metres from the Leigh District goal.
Boundary umpire Morrison about to put the ball back into play. Not a particularly good throw in on that occasion.
Skinner it was.
Up they go. The ball knocked away. Yes, it's gone over the line and out of bounds. Grant Skinner putting himself in front of the pack, well in front of the pack, I might add, for another boundary throw in.
Another change too off the bench for Leigh Districts. We see going off the ground, it looks like for mine that Devlin going off, coming back on the youngster there. I think you'll find in Wallet.
Well, Cations picks the ball up just short of the centre wing. Little kick doesn't travel very far. The umpire has got to come in and ball this one up because on the bottom of the pack, Jamie Stewart went about 3 yards, hit him in the chest. They beset him. They beset upon him, in fact. And the boundary umpire's getting out of the way as the field umpire's about to commence proceedings once again.
Bounce, a good one as well. Favours Evans, takes the ball uncontested, slaps it to the direction of the dasher. Well tackled though on that occasion was Mickey Webster. The loose ball now, kicked off the carpet. Dale Armstrong, good football for Tigers. Up to half forward, overrunning the football for mine there was Stevie Lawrence. This allows the Tigers in. Oh, held without the ball for mine was Terry Nankervis. He'll get the free kick at centre half forward for the Tigers.
Been all over the ground, Nankervis. Doesn't play as a wingman, plays as an on-baller in my book. He picks the ball up and he kicks it long to the pocket. He's looking down there for the big...
Oh, Richards!
He's paid the... another one he won't pay.
Dearie me, what's that young fella got to do?
That was a shocking decision. That's the second good mark he's taken for the quarter, and the second time it hasn't been paid, and he's just telling the umpire, didn't you see me grab it?
Well, the umpire bounces the ball 40 metres from Thompson's goal. Now, some strong work in defence. Chris Burgess, the number 46 jumper, just back on the ground for the Leigh District side.
Lovely kick.
Yes, it was a centimetre perfect defensive kick, wasn't it, Cookie?
My word, if he'd have put the foot into that one, he was gone, but he just doodled on the ground, gained 20 or 30 metres for his side. It's over the line and out of bounds, half forward flank. Boundary umpire puts the one over the head here. Not a good throw in again. Picked up by little Webster's, had a flying shot into the goal mouth, and if it's not a mark, it's a free kick there to Leigh Districts. Looks like Ian Ferguson going back there and taking a good mark. Demopoulos was all over the top of him. Had he not marked it, it would have been a free. And Ian Ferguson's going to relieve for Leigh Districts from the full-back position.
The ever-reliable full-back now comes in, elects to come to the members' side, hugs the boundary line. Lovely football, as you heard David Cook-Cole, and has found Peter Di Francesco. Kicks up to centre wing, looks for Rod Yaron, but chipping in for the Tigers. One of their better players here this afternoon, Timmy Gardner.
He's looking for the Rockies award, I think, Timmy Gardner. His kick wasn't a good one, though. He went across towards Mick Webster, who couldn't quite handle it. Then goes Gardner again to give him support. Players go in hard. Robertson grabs it. He's tackled, loses the footy in the tackle. Away goes Dale Morrison. Can he pick it up? A little hand pass as he's claimed in the tackle, and the umpire has allowed the tackle. He's allowed the hand pass, and we're going to have a boundary throw in right in front of the commentary position, and it's 46 plays 30. Thompson lead by 16 points in the second quarter.
12-minute mark. The throw in now from Diane. Not a good one that time, Di. She's obviously feeling the heat as well. Great smother there from Grant Skinner as we see Marty Ianelli just to pick himself up rather slowly from the turf. Diane Morrison, the boundary umpire, will throw it back in again. Good.
Marty Ianelli, 4 points. Magic smother as the boundary umpire this time. That's a better one. Up and there they go. Big fella Evans goes up. You got to give him a bit more. It wasn't Evans, actually. It was Timmy Gardner knocking it over the fence, and we're going to have another boundary throw in as the boundary umpire Morrison throws it high in the air this time. Up they go. Chance here for the little fella to get the ball free. Mick again for Thompson. Through comes Webster. Good play, Webster. Keep it going. Did too. Got a little kick in towards half forward. Out comes Backwell. He's claimed one not in possession, and Jason Backwell will take the free kick short of the centre wing position for Thompson.
Yeah, Jamie Backwell, centre half forward for the Tigers. Lovely low trajectory drop punt. Up there looking for Richards. Lost his footing. Andy Hill now comes in for the Hawks. Kicks back to the centre of the ground. The mark dropped by Dale Morrison. This is an opportunity now for the Hawks. Stay up there, Jamie Stewart. Kicks to half forward. But again, that man Menzies defends grimly for the Tigers. As we see another Tiger, Mr. Tiger himself down here, a personality, the Ace O'Hara, enjoying the activities here this afternoon.
Yes, I've heard a bit about Ace. I can't say it on air, though. Well played by Menzies. Sir Robert's doing very well across half-back as we wait for the boundary umpire to grab it and put it back in a play. It's a fair way away run. The score is 7-4-46 to Thompson, and Leigh District's 5 goals straight 30.
This quarter brought to us by the Geelong Football Umpires League, and don't forget the men in white are always right, Cookie, as we see the ball back to the centre. There's opportunity here. Andy Hill picks it up. Sweetly on the right foot, the mongrel punt up there. Oh, bounces over Grant Skinner's head. Opportunity now. We see the big fella. Jared Beanstead breaks clear the big fella. Under pressure from Yaron. Gets his quick kick, though, and finds the ruck rover in... that was Timmy Gardner. Waste no time. Good unselfish football, Tim. Feeds the hand pass off. Finds his teammate there in Morrison. Kicks the centre half forward. Oh, Armstrong breaks clear. Punts it up to the teeth of goal. But
Ferguson, a beauty.
Yeah, great grab.
Manoeuvred Demopoulos and took a good mark in the teeth of defence. Kicks the ball wide out to half-back. He's got a running player out here. He can pick it up. I think he's got it now. Might have been... Who was that player out there, Ron? Might have been Ian Elliott. Yaron, was it?
No.
Kicked it towards half-forward anyway. Over the line now to bounds. It'll go before Rosano can get his hands on the ball there for Thompson. And we'll pick up that player. He did it well too, Ron.
Yeah, Darren White, the interchange player wearing number 21 for the Hawks on the ground for the Leigh District side.
That's why we hadn't seen him before. He's come off the bench and surprised a lot of us. Boundary umpire throws it in. Big fella Robertson knocked it down. Chance here coming off the football might have been Di Francesco. Wait on the umpire's decision here. I think he's found one. He's plucked one out of this. Yeah,
the centre half back, Glenn Menzies, doing a great job in front and getting the benefit from the man in white. Kicks long, the drop punt up to the key position at centre half forward, looking for Jamie Backwell. Well defended though by Mickey Filet. And I think you'll find he'll get the free kick, or is it Chris Burgess, the back pocket player? Yes,
I think it's Burgess, yes. He takes the ball and kicks on that trusty left foot. Not a good kick because he's only picked there. Oh, player from Thompson dropped the sitter, and luckily it's spilled free. Here's the chance coming through the pack for Grabsus. The orator, the speaker, kicks the ball towards half forward. Demopoulos out in front, knocked away by Ferguson. It spills back to Whiffen. Away goes Whiffen. Outside 50 fires a pass in. Wasn't a good one at all. No one able to take a mark. Richards grabs it. Handballs across to his teammate in Withers. Withers over the top. Under a bit of pressure down here, Leigh Districts. In they come. Almost a chance here. They can pick it up by Withers. Can he pick it up? He has. He's got to go back on the left foot. He's claimed and the tackle loses it.
Well done.
Gets it across to the big fella in Backwell. Backwell goes bang. And yibbita. It's another goal. I think they might be home at this early stage run.
Yeah, the tide's really settling down now in the second term. We've been travelling 15 and a half minutes of the second quarter. Brought to us by the Geelong Football Umpires League. And Jamie Backwell, if you don't mind, has kicked his second. And the Thompson Tigers are looking a little more comfortable now, Cookie.
Oh, well played by Shane Withers and all sorts of strife. Tried to get back on the left foot, got claimed, but knocked it out well. And the big fella picked it up, and didn't he make no mistake? And on the Geelong Football Umpires League scoreboard, Thompson 8 goals, 452. Leigh District's 5 goals straight, 30. It's 22 points the difference into the second quarter, and run at 12 scoring shots to 5.
Tells the story.
And 5 goals from Mr. Lockett down there in St Kilda, 10-8-68, and Sydney Swans dismal, 3-9-27. That's the final for the second quarter.
Thanks very much, Shane. Saint supporters would be happy with that scoreline, Cookie, and I'm sure the Thompson Tigers would be delighted with theirs as well. They're now 22-point leaders at the midway stage of the second term. Ball back in the centre.
Up they go. Hugh Ruckman in the ruck here as Glenn Wilkins has come onto the ground for Thompson. Unable to get the ball out of the centre. Chance here as it comes across. Menzies almost put the slipper in it. Would have kicked out of his teammate's hand.
Oh!
And, Grant Skinner's got the kick. He didn't go far, as you can tell by the oil from Ronnie. Withers picks it up. Withers kicks the ball towards half forward. It's bouncing free. Slapped on by Mickey Gann. Well played, Mickey. Picked up by Johnny Demopoulos on the left foot. Don't tell me he kicked another one. Yes, I think it's a goal.
Great goal.
Points on the board. Johnny Demopoulos has got 4, and Thompson are on fire. It's raining goals here.
It's raining goals to down Fitzroy, and of course Princess Park, Fitzroy 8-8-56, and Footscray not too good there at the end of the second quarter, 4-9-33.
Well, Cookie, Geelong Football Umpires League, second quarter scoreboard, 17 minutes have travelled. Thompson Tigers 9-4-58, 28-point leaders over the Leigh District side. 5 straight goals, 30 points, and a real dominance this second quarter for the Tigers.
Certainly is. They had a fair bit of the play in the first quarter on, but couldn't put it on the board. They led by just 9 points at quarter time. Now they've got away to a big 28-point lead, and it's looking very ominous for the Leigh District side. They need to get the ball forward. They can't get out the centre at the moment. Ian Ellie's gone out of it. Up they go. Robertson goes up. Will throws one around. Puts a little right footer into it. Comes out. Little hand pass coming across here to Willett. Willett's going to be a chance for a kick being picked out of this. It's going to go to Leigh Districts. And waiting to see who's going to come back and have this one run. It might be Burgess, is it?
Now, I think you'll find it's, well, as we mentioned earlier,
Forrest. Yep,
it's Craig Forrest wearing number 40. Listed in the program as number 16. Takes possession, kicks down below it, drops short, and in front, the dasher, the racehorse for mine, and one of the better players for the Tigers, Timmy Gardner. 3 bounces. Centre wing he is now. Great football, Timmy Gardner.
Lovely.
Finished it off with a centimetre perfect drop punt pass.
Sensational stuff. He's the best man on the ground at the moment, Tim Gardner, and his pass was a beauty, and Mickey Gann slid into it and took a nice one. And he's going to cop 50 metres, and this will put him within kicking distance, Ron.
Undisciplined football league districts can't afford to do these sorts of things, Cookie, as we see now that another change being made by the Leigh District bench going off the ground. Donny Petria Petosa.
Yeah, Steve Lawrence might have been the offender on that occasion. Umpire just telling him why the 50 metres is on. And Mickey Gann, who's one of those lively little forwards that can't give him much room or he makes a mile, is he going to come in and have a shot for goal? Well, right behind this one, we'll put you on the tram early here. Going to kick left foot. It's swinging back. It's a beautiful kick by Mickey Gann. Another goal to Thompson. And this is GDFL football on 3RFM for 93.
Great goal, Thompson Tigers, Cookie, and a nice call from that man, as we see now that the scoreline very, very enhancing for the Thompson Football Club. They're 10-4, 64. They're well in control now of Leigh District's 5 straight goals, 30 points. Paddy Butt was by the Geelong Football Umpires League for the second term.
Well, the boy at half-back is absolutely killing them, Tim Gardner. I've got him marked down as my best player in the first quarter. There's no doubt he's my best player in the second quarter. He set that up with a lovely mark, 2 bounces, eluded a player, and then a lovely pass found Mickey Gann. He was infringed after he'd taken the mark, 50 metres. The goal's on the board. Your goal, Timmy Gardner. Well played.
Certainly, Cookie, and yes, good team football again, and dashing stuff, and good control by hand and foot for the Thompson side. That's why they're in front by some 34 points.
They need a few players to lift Leigh Districts, and Neil Cations is one of them. It comes across here to Whiffen. Thompson are going to go into attack again. Whiffen's hand pass finds Webster. Webster goes wide. Coming down the ground, Gardner again. He's tackled game. Get the hand pass away. Just kept it in play there, did Marty Iannelli. Hand passes backwards. Got a teammate in Stevie Lawrence back there. Gets one over the top. The ball bounces cruelly for the big fella there. He couldn't get hold of it there in Stoney. It's close to the boundary line. We're going to have a boundary throw in. No, we're not. I think it's out on the full. The boundary umpire right on the job there too, Ron and Brain, I might add. And the boundary umpire has made the right decision. And the free kick is going to come here to Mickey Gann again at half forward for Thompson.
The left footer, it's a lovely drop punt too. Looks for the big fella, Johnny Demopoulos. Couldn't quite get the outstretched hands around the leather. As we see defensive football, Steve Lawrence, well supported there by his teammate Darren White. Kick a poor one. The big fella in Glenn Wilkins, number 46 for the Tigers. Can't pick the leather up, Cookie. And umpire Johnny Tatnell said, this is going to have to be my ball if you don't want it, youngster.
Well, Glenn Wilkins has come onto the ground in the last 5 or 7 minutes, and really, if that had been a Christmas pudding, he'd have had sultanas and sixpences all over him. He should have taken that mark. Bounced down. Robinson goes up and slaps it 30 yards, but he's got on the shoulder his opponent in Wilkins, who's just telling him what you did wrong. A little cuddle there. That might be a little Easter kiss, that one, Ronnie. And Wilkins is going to take the free kick short of the centre half forward position. Robinson got the big slap away, but had the hand on the shoulder. Umpire right on the job that time. And Glenn Wilkins of Thompson's going to take the free kick.
Yeah, Glenn didn't appreciate the treatment by the veteran Ray Robertson. He caught one in the rib cage, but he's okay. Kicks to now half forward. Oh, breaking through the pack, trying to, was Chris Richards, but umpire said no, he didn't have an opportunity. And good tackle, Ian Ferguson, the fullback for Leigh Districts, but umpire Tatnell has said, I'll have a bounce some 48 metres from the Thompson goal.
64 plays 30, 34 points the difference. Thompson leads. Bounce down. Richards is going to do the ruck work. Wins the hit down too. Unable to get to a teammate. Iannelli fires out a quick hand pass. They've got to come out of defence in a hurry here, but the kick's a shocker, and a good mark has been taken on half back by forward by Dale Morrison. He goes to Shane Grapsis, who's come down the ground, kicks into the pocket. Up they go. Gann can't take the mark. Gann picks up, fires with the right foot. He's offline. 1 point only to Mickey Gann. Well played, Shane Grapsis, taking the risk, coming right from the back pocket and getting across to Gann, who's kicked 1 point only.
Yeah, great football, and used his opposite foot, or his non-preferred on that occasion, the right. Couldn't find the big sticks, and we'll see a minor score.
Actually, Ron, talking to former Thompson player Darren Fraser through the week, he said Shane Grapsis hasn't got a preferred foot.
25 minutes have gone to the second term. Waiting now on Ian Ferguson, the full-back. Elects to come to the members' side. A lovely drop punt. All of 55 metres. Looks to Robinson. He juggles the ball. Can't take it. Taps it further. Marty Iannelli can't control the bouncing ball either. Timmy Gardner can. Breaks clear. Gives it to Withers. On the left foot. Punts it up. Richards over the back. Couldn't take it.
Free kick, Ferguson.
Yes, he's infringed there, Richards. And Ian Ferguson will get the free kick, Cookie, for the Leigh District District side.
Giving away plenty of height down there. Fergie is still doing his best. Got the front position. Got the free kick. Kicks up towards the centre half-back position. And Marty Ianelli, who's been a pretty good player for Leigh Districts, takes the mark. Has to move it quickly. Goes out wide now. He's looking out here for Adam Hill to run on the footy. The chipping in Terry Nankervis does it well. Steadies. Kicks the ball back towards the centre of the ground. And he's found a teammate who might get 50 metres. We'll wait on the umpire. I don't think it might be Skinner, I think. He takes the kick.
Dale Armstrong.
Armstrong it was. Short of half forward. Kicks towards Richards. Up goes Richards. Away on the half forward flank. Takes the mark. Wants to move it quickly. Demopoulos leads down there. No, he decides to go back. I think he's too far out to kick the goal. He hasn't had the greatest day, Chris Richards, because he took two beautiful marks the umpire didn't pay. Just tried to crash his way through a pack and got caught. But he's got this ball well out from goal. Kicks on the right foot. It's a long kick. It's down into the goal square. Oh, it's a mark. Great. Thompson mark. Might be Nankervis drifting across the front of the pack and taking a mark. We'll turn around in a minute. Poor defence there from the Leigh District side. Yes, it is Terry Nankervis. Little fella drifted down to the forward line in front of the pack, Ron, where some good defender should be. Takes the mark, kicks a goal. Number 4. On the board there for Terry Nankervis. And this is GDFL football on WARFM for 93.
Yeah, an update score too from the GDFL, and St Leonard's there in the second division. 5-2 to Geelong West is 2-1.
Geelong Football Umpires League. Second quarter scoreboard. We've been travelling 26.5 minutes of the second term. Thompson, 11-5-71. 41-point leaders over Leigh Districts. 5 straight goals, 30 points. All been Thompson this second term, Cookie.
They've kicked 6 goals too for the quarter run. Leigh Districts have managed just the one major. Back to the centre. They're looking for a lift all around the ground here. I think Leigh District's not enough players doing enough. I can see Neil Cations with his back to us. Hasn't quite done enough at this stage. Bounce down to the centre. Little fella Withers knocks it forward, actually. Comes out here towards Gerard Benstead, who's up the ground. He couldn't get the kick in. Goes out wide. Benstead goes in after it. Little kick off the ground from Willett of Leigh District. Gets it forward. It rebounds into the arms of Marty and Ellie. Oh, sells the dummy beautifully. Has one bounce. Straightens up on the right. Goes back with a hand pass. Gives it across to his teammate. The hand pass was a shocker. They're well in attack. They should have scored a goal there, Ron. It comes down. They might still get one. Willett, he's tackled as he's about to have a shot for goal. And away come the defenders. They've done a grand job. The hand pass comes out to Gardner. Gardner has one bounce. 2 bounces has Tim Gardner. And goes straight ahead too. A lovely handball over the top to Whiffen. Mark Whiffen grabs it. Oh, the handball's a beauty. He finds his teammate down here in Mickey Gann. Over the top. Back to Whiffen. Half forward flank. Straightens up on the right foot. Kicks the pass in. It's a beauty. Well played, Thompson. Champagne football. And the mark taken by Andrew Malley down there. Right in the half-forward position. Ronnie's well within kicking distance, probably 30 metres, 35 metres out from goal. And what a game of football. Thompson's effort from defence was sensational.
Yes, great football from the Thompson Tigers.
The kick is atrocious.
Is a shocker. And I tell you what, Andrew Malley from the interchange bench just coming on. That's not a way to stay on the ground, is it, Cookie?
Andrew, my boy, should be back on the interchange bench after that kick. That was superb play all the way down the ground, only to see it wasted with a bad kick at goal.
And Ferguson now, the fullback for Leigh Districts. Elects this time to go to the outer side. The ball drifts back in. And, oh, look, there he is again. Timmy Gardner takes a great mark. Played on a little bit foolishly that time. Got collared. Mickey Gann was there. Quick kick up to the full forward line. The big fella, Demopoulos. Gee whiz, he's pretty snappy, isn't he, for a big fella? Pivots around on the left foot. Goes to the pocket. The loose ball now sees Leigh Districts under all sorts of pressure. Opportunity there for Darren White. He lost the ball. Who kicked that one, Cookie? Because it was pretty good.
I just looked back at the screen to see who the player was that lost the ball, and I missed who kicked it, but it's another goal to Thompson. It's raining goals, Ron, and they're in all sorts of strife now. Leigh Districts after a promising start. They're in big trouble. It's 12 goals, 6. That's 78 points on the board to 5 goals straight, 30 points, and thank God Leigh Districts have kicked straight.
Yeah, certainly. I think it might have been Timmy Gardner that's popped that through. Just waiting now. No, we've got Mr. McLeod down there on the boundary line. Mr. McLeod. It was McGann, number 35. Thank you very God, yes.
Gotta watch him all day, Mickey Gann. He's a real goal sneak. Noel Fanning bringing us that news. Thanks, Noel, for that. Mickey Gann was the man who kicked that goal. We were looking back at the screen to see who the player was that wasn't quite getting hold of the footy for Leigh Districts, and Gann bobbed it through.
Yeah, great football, Tigers. They're now really scooting away the second term. The big fella, too, for the Tigers. Glenn Wilkins doing well at centre bounce. Gets it down. Kicked up quickly there by Wilkins up there. I should say that was Withers up to half forward. Now, an opportunity. Mickey Gann again on that left foot. Screws it back to Armstrong in the square. Unattended defended the big fella. Couldn't quite control the leather. Good football, good pressure, Stevie Lawrence from Leigh Districts. Forces the error and a minor score. A real opportunity went begging there, Cookie.
My word, just a bit of a smile on my face there. If the big fella Armstrong was trying to get his foot to the ball, got pushed. Looked like the dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies there as he's trying to get his foot to the ball as he was going down gracefully. But 1 point only. And Ian Ferguson kicks it in and he finds his teammate in Frankie and Elliott short of centre-half back. Ian Elliott wants to play on immediately. They have to get the ball moving. He's flattened after he kicked that one, and this will go down the ground. This will be a free kick into the centre of the ground for Leigh Districts. And going back to take it might be the player there in Morrison. It's Andrew Morrison. It is too, and he kicks the ball towards half forward. Lovely little kick, and he's found his teammate coming out in front of the pack. We'll just pick him up in a minute there, Ron.
Good lead. I think you'll find it Stewart up the ground.
Stewart,
and he's going short. Back to Morrison. There's an opportunity from 55 metres. The kick, though, doesn't carry. Drop short in front. Ashley Rosenau. And Rosenau, a famous name, too, in the football circles of Geelong, takes a timely grab in the back pocket.
He's fed off the hand pass to Gardner, who's been a tremendous player, Jimmy Gardner. He kicks the ball out towards half-back. No one even wanted that mark there. Up goes Robinson, thumps it down to his teammate here, who's back on the ground in DiFrancesco. He kicks the ball forward for Leigh Districts into the pocket, but there's too many defenders down there for Thompson. They slap it towards the fence. They did it well. Big work on it was. And over the line and out of bounds, boundary throw-in. Midway between half-forward flank and forward pocket, with Thompson 79 and Leigh Districts just 30 points on the board.
29.5 minutes of travel of the second quarter. Brought to us by the Geelong Football Umpires League. Thompson leading 49 points margin at the minute, as we see that Robertson still working hard for the Leigh District side. Got the ball down to ground. Morrison's quick kick, though. Only trouble the short term. Into the pocket it goes. The loose ball sees Yaram come out in front of his opponent. Couldn't control it. Oh, kicking it off the car, but rather dangerously there was Craig. I think you'll find that was Craig Forrest.
But Benstead took the mark at full back, and he's played on immediately and kicked it out the half. Cations gets one off the ground. Wasn't a good one, because he's only found a player coming down the ground there. Might have been Shane Grabsis. Over the top goes Grabsis. He's got it now. Kicks the ball down long towards half forward. He's looking out there for a teammate there in Malley. Malley, can he make amends, Malley? Malley picks it up. Malley goes back on the right foot. Lovely long kick into the forward line. Running back onto the footy and almost getting the ball there. Might have been Armstrong. Comes back away from him. Whiffen's a chance. Whiffen ducks one. Whiffen is claimed high according to the umpire. And Mick Whiffen is going to take the ball. Mark Whiffen is going to take the free kick. Half forward flank, grandstand side of the ground. 79 plays 30, and Thompson, they're doing it easily.
Certainly are, David, and they're really teaming well, and their desire for the leather is just that little bit better than the Leigh District
They're an
boys.
improved side, Ron, as Whiffen goes bang on the right foot, long kick, up goes Ferguson, then there is Filet, gets the hand pass away. It's picked up by Gann. Don't tell me he's kicked his third. Mickey Gann goes bang, bang, bang. Wait on the goal umpire, Ronnie. 1 point only. Gee, it looked all right from here. 1 point only to Mickey Gann. He's let me down. 2 goals to his personal tally, and he's been a lively forward pocket player.
Certainly has been, Cookie. Thompson 12-8-80, leading Leigh Districts 5 straight goals, 30 points on the Geelong Football Umpires League second quarter scoreboard.
It's 50 points the difference here at Thompson, and they're doing it easily in this quarter. Waiting on Ferguson. Battling his heart out down there at full-back for Leigh Districts. Demopoulos stands the mark as Ferguson punt kicks the ball towards half-back. Players rise, no one takes the mark. It comes down towards Andrew Morrison of Leigh Districts. His hand pass sold his teammate there in DiFrancesco into trouble. They're good enough to get it back. Over the top, here's the chance for Stoney. The centre-half forward, been a quiet player, kicks it up. Up goes the big fella and bends down and knocks it away for Thompson. Heads towards the boundary line. He's got a player out here if he can run. Oh, it might be Armstrong. Has one bounce. Yes, it is Armstrong. Picks it up. Goes right bang on the right foot in towards half forward. A lovely kick, Armstrong, and coming out taking the mark, Dale Morrison.
The dashing wingman punts it up looking for Demopoulos underneath the ball. Ferguson, bounce favoured him, but under pressure. Good tackle, Demopoulos. Ferguson good enough, though, to get the ball out in the crisis.
Siren time as the big fella Armstrong was about to line him up. Oh, we'll be wishing for another 3 seconds of that quarter, Ronnie. Dale Armstrong, being a bit of a tough competitor on the forward line, had the goals right in his sides, but the siren has beaten him. And at half-time on the Geelong Football Umpires League scoreboard, Thompson, 12 goals, 8-80. Leigh Districts, 5 goals straight, 30. We've seen 7 goals, 5 kicked in that quarter by Thompson, and Leigh Districts, just the one major run.
Yeah, very entertaining football from a Thompson point of view. They've got players winning just about in every position across half-back, centre and half-forward. They're running players, really creating a lot of opportunities for the forwards here this afternoon. Leigh Districts, well, they've just stopped.
Well, you wonder what happened. They kicked 4 goals in the first quarter. I did say that Thompson should have made better opportunities, and perhaps that's what they did. They went more direct that quarter. But really, Leigh Districts just seemed to stop to a walk there at half-time. It's a bit of a worry for the coach, Ray Robertson, wondering what he can do. I think he needs some more assistance in the ruck, Ron. He's doing the lot on his own, and whereas they've been able to throw Wilkins in a bit and just even it up a bit on Thompson's side, they've had 2 or 3 that can go in the ruck against him. Demopoulos did a little bit of work in the forward line of the ruck, and big Ray Robertson's got the job in front of him, I think. Or they might have to put Filet in the ruck for a while and perhaps give him a rest, Ron. But they need players to lift all over the ground. We haven't seen too much of a few players out there today. Craig Forrest probably, a bit quiet today. Chris Burgess a bit quiet. Stoney at centre-half forward hasn't given them much of a target. Menzies had much the better of him. But the fella that's going so well back there is Tim Gardner across the half-back line. He's just doing as he likes round there. He's running straight, he's running hard, he's running straight at the footy, and he's frightening the daylights out of a couple, I can tell you. And if he runs towards the van once more, I'll be in trouble.
Yes, certainly, Cookie. Another interesting point I must make, David, is the fact that the 2 Iannelli brothers really drifted out of the game that quarter, and Leigh Districts just lost all drive from the middle.
I'd agree with that, Ron. They started the quarter quite well. The first 5 or 6 minutes, they were in the play. They were kicking one another. They were right in the action. But after that, yes, they did drift out of the play, and that gave away a lot of their drive. And they're looking for players to lift. Perhaps Rod Yarran hasn't done enough, and other players not having their best days. Neil Cations, I've seen playing some terrific games for Leigh Districts, but he just can't seem to get into it today. And I think they should throw Neil on the ball and let him have a run around. He's playing on a wing at the moment. I think he should be on the ball, and let him have a run at the footy and see if he can spark something up for them.
Yeah, I definitely agree there. Mark Whiffen definitely having the better there of Neil Cations.
He's been impressive, Mark Whiffen, hasn't he?
He certainly has. Better players, as you mentioned, Cookie, that term, I like Nan Curvis, and of course Timmy Gardner. He's been unbeatable across the half-back. Shane Grappis in the back pocket. I thought his game that quarter really, set up a lot of passages of football here this afternoon for the Thompson forwards, and a job well done to Shane Grappis in the back pocket.
Shane, of course, I remember calling my first game of GDFL football. It was called here at this ground between Thompson and Werribee Centrals, and you were unavailable doing GFL, and Barry Walker was unavailable also, and you rang me up and asked me to do the game, and I come out and did the game, and I'd never seen either side before, and Shane was good enough to do it with me. He was out injured at that stage, and I call him the speaker now, Shane Grabsis. I couldn't get a word in. He's pretty good on the mouth, Shane, and he's played a good game. That quarter was terrific. Actually come down the ground 2 or 3 times, so we're giving you a rap, Shane. You're a good man.
Certainly, David. Goal kickers for the first half here of round 2, a match of the day for the Geelong District Football League. First of all, Thompson. Johnny Demopoulos up at full forward. He's kicked 4 goals, 1 here this afternoon. The dashing wingman, Terry Nankervis, with 4 goals. A real delight to watch.
Goal-kicking wingman, I love him.
Yep, certainly. Jamie Backwell has kicked 2, and Mickey Gann 2 for the Leigh District side. Roddy Yarran 1, Frank Iannelli 1, Marty Iannelli, Craig Forrest, and of course Donny Diapetosa with a single also. And I think it's pretty fitting very shortly that we possibly go back to the studio just for a couple of messages from our sponsors.
Just a few short moments, Ron.
This is GDFL Football on 3RRFM for the 93 season.